Inform, investigate, inspire. This is News 3 This Morning.
And coming up on 5:30, News 3 begins this half hour with our live team coverage of the reopening of the Walmart in Chesapeake.
It has been closed nearly 5 months at this point since a store manager opened fire on his employees, killing 6 of them.
And friends, I'm here live at that Walmart here in the Greenbrier community of Chesapeake, where again, it is hard to believe that those 5 months have passed since the mass shooting here that took 6 community members here in the Greenbrier area of Chesapeake. You know, we think about that time that has passed since Andre Bing, who was a manager here, opened fire in the break room on his colleagues and taking those lives that we lost. And so this morning, as we look ahead to what will be happening here as the Walmart reopens to customers, we want to honor the community members we lost 5 months ago.
70-year-old Randy Blevins worked at the Walmart on Sam's Circle for 29 years. He was an overnight stock associate. The company says he never missed a day of work. He leaves behind 3 stepdaughters. Fernando Jesus Chavez Barron was a 16-year-old 11th grade honors student who worked at the Walmart to help his family. 43-year-old Lorenzo Gamble was a 15-year custodian whose greatest joys were football and spending time with his 2 sons. 22-year-old Tynika Johnson was an overnight associate who loved music, dancing, and dreamed of attending college soon. 38-year-old Brian Pendleton was a custodian for 10 years who always arrived early to his shifts and loved to joke with his fellow associates. And 52-year-old Kelly Pyle was an overnight team associate. She leaves behind 2 children, a granddaughter, and a fiancé.
And in the days after the mass shooting here at Walmart, we began to see some of the first lawsuits come in from those who survived the shooting, and one from the family of Randy Blevins, who we lost here on that November night last year. So I want to bring in my colleague, News 3 anchor Anthony Sabella, also joining me live here in Greenbrier at the Walmart here. So Anthony, bring us up to speed on where those lawsuits stand this morning.
Hey, good morning, Jessica. Yeah, so the first was filed on behalf of 27-year-old Danya Prelo. She says she was in the room when the shooting happened, that she felt those bullets whiz by her face, by her left side, barely missing her. And yet at the same time, she says she saw many of her coworkers die. So just an unimaginable situation. This lawsuit lays out a pattern of issues Prelo says were relayed to other managers and Walmart, but were not acted upon. A second lawsuit stated James Kelly complained to Walmart the shooter had harassed and badgered him. And then in a third suit, Brianna Marie Tyler reiterates Danya Prelo's claims, saying Walmart was negligent and the company knew about issues and complaints made about the shooter.
I looked up and my manager turned around and he just opened fire on everybody in the break room. And it is by the grace of God that a bullet missed me.
Now, earlier this year, the estate of one of the 6 killed inside the store, Randall Blevins, filed a wrongful death suit against Walmart. That suit was withdrawn with the option to refile. Now, following those first lawsuits being filed, Walmart did respond. The company said the proper way for people to be compensated would be through workers' compensation and not through damages in a lawsuit. They asked for the lawsuits to be dismissed, but a judge has not yet ruled on that request. We're live here in Chesapeake. I'm Anthony Sabella, News 3.
And Anthony, we know that has certainly been a topic we will continue to give you coverage on as those lawsuits make their way through the court system. Right now, you're taking a look, though, at one of the ways that Walmart has tried to move forward by remodeling the inside of the store ahead of today's reopening. So right now, you're taking a look at some of the work that we saw outside of the store earlier this month. And we need to let you know this, starting at 10 a.m., at 10 a.m. on WTKR.com, we will be able to reveal what it looks like inside the store today. We got a special tour, and so we'll be able to give you a look at what the newly renovated store, newly remodeled store looks like today after the mass shooting. And starting here on News 3 at noon, News 3 anchor Pari Cruz will give us a very special detailed tour inside the remodeled Walmart. That coverage begins at noon right here on News 3. You know, sadly, we have to say this. The shooting here at the Walmart in Chesapeake is one instance of workplace violence, and data shows that that trend is growing across the country. So this morning, coming up in our continued team coverage here in the Greenbriers community of Walmart, we're going to be taking a look at that data and how Hampton Roads mass shootings fit into this disturbing trend of seeing workplace violence across the country. Blaine and Aaron.
All right, our Jessica Larche with live coverage this morning on a huge story that we'll be talking about, as Jessica mentioned, all day. It's 5:35 right now.
We turn our attention to the forecast now with meteorologist Miles Henderson. It was a bit chilly when I stepped out the door this morning.
Yeah, a little bit of a chill this morning, kind of like yesterday morning. Most of us are in the 50s, a couple spots in the 40s, a few in the 60s, a little range out there. We're at 54 for Virginia Beach and Norfolk, 54 degrees in Williamsburg, 52 for Newport News. In North Carolina, just shy of that 60-degree mark for Manio and for Edenton. This afternoon, most of us will head back to the 70s. We could get closer to 80 inland, closer to the 60s right on the water. So expect a bit of a spread of temperatures from east to west as we go through the afternoon. Lots of sunshine today. You see a nice clean sweep first thing this morning. We'll see sunshine all day today. And the biggest change from yesterday, not as windy. Winds will be turning mainly to the east at around 5 to 10 through today. So that windy condition from yesterday has started to back down this morning. So just look at your day planner. From near 50 this morning to the mid 70s this afternoon. Lots of sunshine, so no rain to worry about, and that light east wind at just 5 to 10. I am tracking some showers and storms as we get closer to the weekend. We'll take a look at that timeline coming up in just a few minutes.
Well, good morning. We continue to watch the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel eastbound. Right now we are stopped, and we heard from the Virginia Department of Transportation and Brooke with their Hampton Roads expansion project. And what's happened is we have a utility vehicle eastbound that's disabled at the HRBT, and so traffic is going to be stopped periodically. Then we'll have one lane working for a while, but for now we are stopped at the HRBT. And this could be a mess for the first part of the morning. So if you tend to need to go south side, you might consider using the Monter to Merrimack. And for now, we're doing okay. And same thing here at the James River Bridge. Getting to the peninsula, all three connectors are currently in good shape. But once again, stopped eastbound at the HRBT. I've got another report coming up in about 10 minutes and let you know if we're moving. No problems here using 564 westbound. And then the Churchland Bridge, a replacement project is underway there. They're going to be down to one lane with alternating closures. Those could occasionally last up to 20 minutes. It's going to be happening from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Could last for about 2 weeks. I'll also continue to remind you about that if you use the Churchland Bridge. And the only opening we have so far is for the high-rise bridge, and that one's not till tonight at 11 p.m. It's 5:37, and we'll be right back with News 3 this morning.
From the JES First Warning Weather Center, here's meteorologist Miles Henderson.
Good morning. It's 5:40. A look at our weather headlines. Warming up for the rest of this week. We're going to head back to the 80s to end the work week. But I am tracking some showers and storms this weekend with a cold front, likely later Saturday to early Sunday. Behind that cold front, cool again. We'll see high temperatures falling to the 60s early next week. Today we'll be in the 70s, kind of right there in the middle, a little bit above normal for this time of year. Way above normal into the mid and upper 80s for Thursday and Friday. Some of our hot spots could be flirting with 90 degrees tomorrow. Closer to 80 on Saturday, dropping to near 70 on Sunday, and then we'll fall to the 60s to start next week. So big time cool down courtesy of that cold front that'll be moving through this weekend. Satellite and radar view looks quiet again this morning. We're going to see sunshine basically all day today. Another beautiful day. Not as windy as yesterday, so that'll be our biggest change compared to yesterday's weather. Here we go through the afternoon, evening looking nice. A couple of extra clouds will build in as we go to Thursday, so a few clouds maybe leaning towards partly cloudy at times, but still a nice day for us for tomorrow. As we look ahead to the weekend, there is some rain that's going to move in, and I'm looking at Saturday night to Sunday morning. It's a cold front. You can kind of trace that line here that'll be building in from west to east. There's 8 o'clock Saturday night. See those showers and storms starting to build in. That'll continue to early Sunday morning, and then we'll see things start to wrap up. So a big chunk of the day Saturday and Sunday will be dry, just that rain chance right in the middle. So just look at the timeline so you can make those weekend plans. Here's Saturday. Not much to worry about during the day. We'll say a 30% chance Saturday evening, jumping up to a 70% chance Saturday night. So after sunset, that rain chance goes up for us on Saturday. Sunday early morning, there's 6 o'clock with that 60% chance, and then quickly dropping just a 20% chance by noon. So a big chunk of the day on Sunday should be dry. May just have some leftovers if you're up early Sunday morning. As far as the numbers go, most of us will see about a ½ inch of rainfall between Saturday and Sunday, that late night chance there. This is good news because we do need some rain, so it'd be nice to see those numbers go up a little bit more. We do need the rainfall, but of course timing not great being over the weekend. Today, enjoy the sunshine, a bit of a cool start, most of us in the 50s. We'll head back to the 70s this afternoon and not as windy as yesterday. Climbing to the 80s for Thursday and Friday. There's that chance for a shower or storm Saturday night to Sunday morning, and then the cool down to the 60s for Monday and Tuesday.
I'm Jessica Larche here live in the Greenbrier area of Chesapeake, here at the Walmart, where just 5 months ago we lost 6 members of our community in a mass shooting here when a store manager opened fire on his colleagues. And as we look ahead to the reopening of this Walmart at 10 a.m. this morning to customers, we're also taking a look at workplace violence. And sadly, what happened here in our community is part of a growing, disturbing national trend. So let's take a look at the data this morning. You'll remember that shooting at the Louisville bank earlier this month. It was just the most recent example of workplace violence. As we know, we're still recovering here in our community from the shooting that happened here at the Walmart. And I want to tell you about this data. According to the nonprofit research center, the Violence Project, workplaces are now the most common sites for mass shootings. Between 1966 and 2021, there were more than 50 shootings at workplaces across the country. The shooting at the Virginia Beach Municipal Center that took 12 lives in 2019 is sadly a part of that number. The violence accounted for more than 30% of mass shootings during that time period, and researchers say the biggest motivator behind the attacks are employment-related issues like termination. We know here at home at the Walmart here, the store manager who opened fire on his colleagues, we know that he purchased the gun just hours before the shooting, and that really reignited the debate about gun purchase waiting periods. So let's take a look at what state leaders have done in that debate. As I shared in a special report earlier this year, Virginia does not impose a waiting period on gun purchases once you pass a background check. State Delegate Cliff Hayes, he introduced legislation in the General Assembly earlier this year for a 3-day waiting period in Virginia, but opponents said waiting periods pose a threat to gun rights.
The waiting period thing is something that actually, I believe, could have affected the outcome here.
We deal with, on a daily basis, people that have had stuff happen to them the night before. Their house has been broken into, or where they're truly in fear for their life, where they've got a situation where they need a firearm. And for somebody to say, hey, you got to wait 3 days to protect yourself, there's another side to that argument.
And you just heard from the owner of Bob's Gun Shop expressing his opposition to what Delegate Cliff Hayes had proposed, and we have to tell you that measure did fail in the General Assembly, not even getting out of committee. So a lot of emotions, a lot of topics that have spurred since the mass shooting here at the Walmart in the Greenbrier community here in Chesapeake. We have continuing coverage throughout the morning, and I have to tell you about this. After 6 a.m. I am talking to a psychologist who specializes in PTSD about how we can all, our entire community, can navigate a day like today. That's coming up after 6 a.m. here on News 3 this morning.
Jessica, as you mentioned, it is a tough day. There are some really important takeaways for everybody in that upcoming report. We continue our coverage right now, though, as News 3 reporter Angela Bohan shows us how nearby businesses feel about the reopening.
How will people feel about grabbing a cart and going shopping in a place marred with a dark history? Well, I talked with some nearby businesses and customers, and some say they're not quite ready just yet, but others hope that this opening will help with the healing process.
I don't think I could personally do it. Just would feel wrong. I also feel like it would be hard for customers to enter a space that's been through so much hardship and turmoil.
Shops at the Walmart Way crossing are reacting after hearing the news that after renovating the Greenbrier Walmart, the retail giant is ready to open its doors. This nearly 5 months after a manager of the store shot and killed 6 employees.
I'm actually in shock. I thought it would be a little bit longer.
Stylist Takesha Stiff says her thoughts are with the victims' families.
It's being reopened, but at the same time, people will be able to have jobs, and the area can try to resume back to normal.
Speaking of jobs, a representative of Walmart told me the supercenter will have about 300 associates. Walmart executives say they've remodeled the store and on opening day will unveil a permanent memorial to remember those who lost their lives. The director of economic development for the city of Chesapeake recognizes the importance of progress.
Retail sales are a very important part of Chesapeake's economy, and Walmart is one of the larger anchors here in the Greenbrier district. So it's very exciting, but more importantly, we're hoping that the reopening of the store will be an important step in the healing process.
As for how many customers this store serves, I reached out to Walmart and they said they couldn't give me those details, but we do know it will be convenient for many because the next nearest supercenter is in the Grassfield area. In Chesapeake, Angela Bohan, News 3.
It is 5:48. A local nonprofit group that helps people who were down on their luck is now struggling to keep going after thieves targeted them. We're going to show you how you can help. Coming up in less than 3 minutes on News 3 this morning. It's 5:52 on News 3 this morning. 3 things to know as you start your day. We're updating a breaking story we had yesterday morning, that fire at a mobile home park at Virginia Beach. This was at the Colonial Run neighborhood near Northampton Boulevard about 3 o'clock. We now know 4 homes were destroyed and 8 people were forced out. Nobody, including firefighters, hurt. Our fire department contacts say they're still investigating how this started. We'll let you know what they tell us on News 3 and WTKR.com.
And people in Virginia Beach can soon weigh in on the budget proposed by the city, including the opportunity to lower real estate taxes. If you want to attend, City Council is holding a public hearing tonight at 6 o'clock at the Virginia Beach Convention Center.
Newport News Police Department giving away free gun locks to help with proper gun safety and storage. You can head to police headquarters. That's on Jefferson Avenue from 9 until noon on weekdays. The initiative will run through June 1st or while supplies last.
5:53, first warning traffic check now with Jen Lewis, and we are seeing some big trouble all morning at the HRBT.
Yes, exactly. It's because of a disabled maintenance vehicle, according to the Virginia Department of Transportation, and it's on the South Trestle blocking 1 lane. And this blockage could last about 2 hours. Kicked in at about 5:30. You can see 1 lane moving here. My last report, we were completely stopped, and traffic is now backed up beyond Settlers Landing. So if you tend to have to head to the HRBT in the morning, I would definitely consider using the Modern to Merrimack. And right now, 664 South is quiet. I suspect it will begin to build as folks do divert, but for now we look good, and we're busy but steady northbound here at the James River Bridge. And something to keep in mind, that 64 westbound ramp in Norfolk to West Bay Avenue, we're going to have a closure again tonight. Happened Monday, Tuesday. Tonight is the last night. It's expected to close at 9 p.m. and then reopen tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. and you'll be detoured to Fourth View.
All right, it's 5:54 this morning. Catalytic converter thefts are rising. 153,000 reported just last year. And here in Hampton Roads, the numbers are trending up. Our Ellen Ice this morning with the new numbers just coming in, and the story of a local nonprofit struggling after being hit by thieves themselves.
I first brought you this story a year ago. The Dreams of Hope Foundation here in Newport News had 4 out of their 5 work vans ruined when the catalytic converters were stolen, making a huge impact on their mission and leaving a vulnerable population without help even today.
We are hurting, definitely.
Simone Dreyer is the executive director of Dreams of Hope Foundation.
Here's where individuals will request food. We would put the food or clothing that's requested here, so when they come, we can just give it to them.
They do a lot for the community.
One of the important things that we need transportation for is picking up medications from the pharmacy.
They help the most vulnerable, the elderly, mentally ill, and shut in.
These rooms are used for psychosocial rehabilitation.
All of that requires working vehicles. They're down to just 1.
Transportation is a huge barrier, which the catalytic converters have definitely negatively impacted our organization.
According to Newport News Police, 200 catalytic converters were stolen in 2021. 328 were stolen in 2022. So far in 2023, there have been 59. Catalytic converters only go for a couple $100s on the aftermarket, but to replace them, it's thousands. Money that Dreams of Hope just doesn't have.
Funding has been definitely limited.
Despite the financial strain, their mission lives on.
I just know that when there's a will, there's a way.
If you're interested in helping, Dreams of Hope has an upcoming fundraiser. It's happening next Tuesday, April 25th. More information can be found on our website, WTKR.com. In Newport News, Ellen Ice, News 3.
I'm Jessica Larche here live in the Greenbrier community in Chesapeake, where this Walmart will reopen to customers for the first time in 5 months since the deadly mass shooting here 5 months ago on a November night just days before Thanksgiving. We have special coverage here this morning on News 3. Coming up after 6 a.m., I'm talking to a local psychologist who specializes in PTSD about how we can navigate a day like today. We'll also look back at the timeline, what led us to this moment, and when we can expect to see inside the store and the memorial here now at the Walmart to honor the 6 lives we lost. Our special edition of News 3 this morning continues after 6 a.m.